Greetings, YouTube pipe community, YTPC. This is Episcopiper coming to you from my front porch in Norman, Oklahoma. It is Monday, the 25th of February, 2019. And we're still in the week of International Pipe Smoking Day, which is the 20th of February. So this is my belated IPSD video. I was traveling on the 20th and so was not able to make a video. But I've been thinking about it for a while. It's been a while since since I posted any videos at all, and various reasons for that. But I wanted to get on and do a little shout out and say hi to everyone, and hope everyone is doing good. Some of you have seen some really nice videos for the International Pipe Smoking Day, and so thank you for those. There's also been a series of questions going around. I picked this up from my friend Padre Piper in Louisiana, and he had it from Aristocob, Scott, and Scott had it from somebody else, I don't remember who, so it's kind of making the rounds on kind of a reintroduction of yourself to the YouTube pipe community, because there's been a lot of coming and going, and not everybody knows who everybody is. So I have picked those up and wanted to go through those real quick. So reintroduction, where do you live? As I said, Norman, Oklahoma, which is about 20 miles south of Oklahoma City on I-35, so about 2 hours north of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metro. We've been here for about 2 years and are about to buy a house, so fingers crossed. Or we're looking for a house, I should say. Not quite ready to drop the dime yet. Let's see, how long have you smoked a pipe? I have been fascinated with pipe smoking since I was a kid. I can remember my dad did not, nor did any of my male relatives, but there were a couple of the dads in the neighborhood where I grew up that were pipe and cigar guys, and I just thought that was really cool. But I did not start smoking a pipe myself until I was in college. I actually bought one when I was 16. You could do that in those days, and back in the last century, there was a tinderbox at the mall in my hometown, and I remember buying that pipe. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to do anything, so that was kind of a bust. But I held on to it for several years. I wish I'd kept it. I got rid of it several years ago, and it was a nice little small Paul basket pipe. But anyway, I started really getting more into it and learning about it when I was in college and in my early 20s. So that would have been 25, 26 years ago. So yeah, close to a couple of decades and then some. Let's see, number of pipes in your collection. This was a scary question because I honestly didn't know. And I knew I had more than I really was using on a regular basis, but I wasn't sure what that meant. So I did actually do some house cleaning and some organizing this morning and over the weekend, and turns out I have about 45 pipes in my collection, which is more than some folks and not nearly as many as some others. I've got a friend here in the Norman area who's got like 2,000. I mean, it's crazy. And they're gorgeous. I mean, they're really nice pipes. But it's like, dude, really? But whatever. Keeps them off the street. So 45 or so Probably could get rid of a few. I don't really smoke some of them as often as they deserve, and of course I don't smoke as often as I would like to for various reasons. I was commenting to a friend the other day how much I enjoy smoking, and I know I have people in my life who would be horrified to hear me say that, but oh well. Favorite tobacco? That's kind of tough because, you know, we're always trying new kinds, and someone gives you some and you exchange with them. So right now my number one favorite for sure, which I'm smoking right now, although I'm talking more than I'm smoking, is Sutliff's Aromatic English, which another friend here in the neighborhood put me on to. Aromatic English, yeah. It is an aromatic, but it's not soupy, sugary sweet. It has some English notes to it. It's really pleasant, and it's a great room note. I mean, it's not heavy, obnoxious kind of English, as some of them can be, but it's really nice. And when I have smoked it and then stepped away for a minute and then come back into the room where I can catch the room note, it's like, wow, that is really, really good. So that is for sure my number one go-to right now. Trying to think if I haven't tried anything other lately that's really caught my attention. There is a shop in Edmond, Oklahoma, that's on the north side of Oklahoma City. It's new to me. They've been around for a while. Second Street Cigars, but the guy who owns it is also a pipe guy and does his own blending. And so I've been thinking about getting up there to try out some of the blends he's coming up with. What prompted you to start making pipe videos? Okay, so I was living in Georgia at the time, and I was friends with a pipe lawyer who used to do a lot of video work, and was the organizer of the Southeast YouTube pipe community gathering for several years at a shop in the Atlanta suburbs. And Anthony was, is still good friends, but he was making a lot of videos, and I was commenting that I really enjoyed them, and he was like, well, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you making something? This isn't rocket science. You can get a YouTube channel. So he was kind of the catalyst or the goad, I guess, and I don't know that I've ever really made anything all that profound. I mean, I'm so sporadic about this. I really like the work that other people are doing, and I guess part of the encouragement there is, okay, well, you've got something to say, even if it's just, hey, how you doing? What's going on? So I'm going to try to be a little more intentional about that stuff this spring. I'm feeling a burst of creativity in a lot of ways. So we'll see what that might lead to. Let's see. What percentage of pipe videos do you watch on your cell phone? Not a whole lot. I have tried not to use my cell phone too much to do just YouTube binging, but I don't know why. I just haven't. But I guess I've been doing more of it in the last few months because it is more convenient when you're out and about. If I'm got a few minutes to spare while I'm waiting to get my oil changed or something like that, I can queue up a video. Like I said, I mentioned before, Padre Piper, in Louisiana, and shout out to my dear friend Duke of Wales in Kansas, who has just got all kinds of life changes going on right now. So I love to watch those two guys, what they're up to. Who else? Aristocab, aforementioned. Nice work there. Who else? Derek Tant. Sometimes, I love you. A little goes a long way some days. So some of those folks. Other than pipe videos, what kind of videos do you enjoy watching? A lot of music. A lot of music videos. I am a singer and play piano and organ a little bit, so classical, choral, and bluegrass. I've been trying to learn mandolin, and I'm not ready for public yet. But so I like to watch music performance videos, either people I know who have put stuff up, or groups that share their work, professional or amateur. So a lot of that, a lot of cooking videos. I love to cook, love to eat, obviously. So I'll go on to see, how do you make challah? How do you do the braids? How do you do really good knife work? I grew up learning how to cook from my mom. She was a home economics teacher, and so I learned a lot from her. But there was still more to learn. So YouTube's been great for that. What else? Sometimes old movie clips. How long do you think you can keep your job given your unprecedented level of incompetence? Shh. Most days I'm pretty sure I'm making this up as I go. I am, as my title suggests, I am an Episcopal minister serving St. Michael's Church here in Norman. I've been here for not quite 3 years, and I love it. I am where I need to be, and I'm working with some great people, and I'm 95% sure that they're smarter than me. They certainly know more than I do about the life of this place and this town and this church. I've got a few things that I know. I feel like I know what I'm doing, but then again, some days are just like, wow, this. I'm part of a Facebook group called Things They Didn't Teach Us in Seminary. And sometimes the things come up there that are just like, wow, you can't make this up. So how long can I keep my job? I don't know. Hopefully a while. I'm having a good time here and learning all the time. So those are the introductory questions. And so about the today's offering, as I mentioned, Sutliff Aromatic English in this beautiful ardor, which came to me from Pipe Lawyer. Look at that grain. This was an estate piece that he had picked up and did a video of some number of years ago. And I thought at the time, that is the prettiest pipe I have ever seen. And so I reached out to him at the time and said, if for whatever reason you ever decide you want to let that go, I would be very interested. And time was that he was interested in letting it go. He was thinning his collection out, and so we worked out a deal, and I have loved having it. It's it's pretty substantial, as you can see, but it's not crazy. It actually hangs real well. Good for writing or working with my hands, and it's kind of a showpiece. I will take this sometimes to places where I know other pipe smokers will be around and appreciate it for what it is. So, Anthony, if you happen to see this video, cheers and thanks and much loved. That's about it for now. Hope everyone is having a great day or evening or morning, wherever you happen to find yourself on the globe today. Sweet smokes. Talk to you later.